Dear spectators of the human tragedy. Ah, ambition. That seductive whisper, luring the weary souls into the shadows of desire. It glimmers like a mirage on the horizon, promising a taste of paradise just beyond the reach of our fingertips. The allure of greener pastures, they say. But what they don't tell you is that those pastures are often nothing more than a barren wasteland, where the grass is stained with the blood of those who dared to chase it. In the beginning, it feels like a spark, doesn't it? A flicker of hope in the darkness, igniting a fire in the belly. You think to yourself, this time, I will rise. The world becomes your stage, and you, the master of your fate. But like moths to a flame, the hungry eyes of ambition draw you closer, and soon, you're engulfed in its warmth. Yet, that warmth is deceptive. It burns, it consumes, and it leaves nothing but ash in its wake. As the journey unfolds, the cost of this ascent becomes painfully clear. Relationships dissolve like sugar in rain. The laughter of friends turns to echoes of betrayal. Morals. They become mere relics of a past life, discarded in the relentless pursuit of power. You trade bonds for status, love for ambition, and in doing so, you build a throne of solitude. A crown forged from the very trust you've shattered, a kingdom of whispers and shadows. Then comes the moment of awakening. As you stand atop your jagged peak, looking down upon the landscape of your choices, the dust of regret begins to settle. It clings to your skin, infiltrating your lungs, choking you slowly. You thought you could conquer the world, but all you've done is conquer yourself. That rush of triumph fades, replaced by a haunting silence, a desolate emptiness that echoes louder than any cheer. You see, ambition is a double-edged sword. It grants you power but robs you of peace. You chase the illusion of success, believing it will fill the void within you, yet it only deepens the chasm. The very dreams that once fueled your fire now mock you, turning into ghosts that whisper of what could have been. You stand there, surrounded by the ruins of your aspirations, and ask yourself, was it worth it? The truth is, there's no victory in isolation. No glory in a throne built on the backs of those you've trampled. Each step taken in pursuit of ambition leaves a footprint of despair, a trail of broken connections and lost selves. The higher you climb, the more you realize that the view is a lonely one. Surrounded by a sea of faces, you find no comfort in their presence, only a reminder of the warmth you sacrificed for cold steel. And as time marches on, the haunting realization sinks in, you are left with nothing but your own shadow, a reflection of regrets dancing in the dim light. The clock ticks away, and with each chime, the weight of your choices becomes heavier. You thought you could outrun the consequences, but time is relentless. It reveals the truth of your journey, stripping away the illusions that once shielded you. So, let this be a warning. A call to arms against the seductive nature of ambition. Confront your choices, for they shape your path. Understand that true fulfillment cannot be built on the suffering of others. The dust of regret is a bitter companion, one that stains the soul and clouds the vision. In the end, you may find that the greener pastures you sought were nothing but a mirage, one that leaves you choking on the very dust of your ambitions. The rise of ambition, a treacherous ascent that begins with a mere spark of desire, igniting a wildfire in the soul. It's intoxicating, this hunger for a better life, like a heady brew coursing through the veins, whispering promises of greatness. You stand at the precipice, heart racing, eyes gleaming with dreams so vivid they seem more real than the dirt beneath your feet. But the higher you climb, the more the shadows stretch, and those who once walked beside you begin to fade into distant memories. In the early days, it's a dance of camaraderie, a shared vision of success that binds you together. But as ambition unfurls its dark wings, that bond morphs into rivalry. Friends become competitors, their smiles laced with thinly veiled contempt. The laughter that once echoed in the halls now turns to silence, each heartbeat a reminder of the betrayal lurking in the corners of your mind. You see them not as allies, but as obstacles, stepping stones to be crushed underfoot as you pursue your desires with ravenous ferocity. Oh, how innocence is devoured in this relentless pursuit. The journey morphs you, chiseling away at the very essence of who you once were. You trade kindness for cunning, compassion for calculation. The thrill of victory blinds you to the faces of those you leave behind, their shadows trailing like ghosts, haunting your every step. You become a master of manipulation, a puppeteer pulling strings, orchestrating a symphony of deceit that drowns out the echoes of your former self. But let's not kid ourselves, this transformation comes at a price. The thrill of ambition may give you wings, but those wings are made of shackles, binding you to an existence steeped in darkness. The temporary highs of success are fleeting, like a summer storm that gives way to the cold bite of winter. And as you stand triumphant, surveying the battlefield of your conquest, you may find that the spoils of victory are but a hollow trophy, a testament to your own folly. Each step taken towards that elusive dream builds a wall around your heart, isolating you from the warmth of human connection. The throne you've built is adorned with the bones of friendships long buried, and the laughter that once filled your world is replaced by a chilling silence. You wear the crown of ambition, but it sits heavy on your head, a constant reminder of the price you've paid for power. In the stillness, the whispers of doubt creep in, gnawing at the edges of your resolve. And as you gaze into the abyss of your choices, the truth begins to unravel. The spark that once ignited your passion has turned into a consuming blaze, leaving nothing but ashes in its wake. The illusion of power becomes a cruel joke, a mirage that vanishes as you reach for it. The thrill of the chase is overshadowed by the realization that you are, in many ways, running from yourself. So here you stand, a titan forged in ambition, yet shackled by the very dreams you sought to conquer. The faces of those you've sacrificed linger at the edge of your vision, their eyes filled with sorrow and betrayal. You can feel their weight, a reminder of what you've lost in your relentless pursuit. The darkness that once felt empowering now drapes around you like a shroud, suffocating the light that remains. Ultimately, this chapter of your life is a stark reminder of the price of ambition. It is a dance with shadows, a provocative challenge to confront the choices that define you. What have you gained, and at what cost? The path you tread is littered with the remnants of broken bonds and lost innocence. The ghosts of your ambition will haunt you, and in the quiet moments, when the world falls away, you will be left to ponder, was it worth the price of your humanity? Ah, the illusion of power, an enticing mirage shimmering on the horizon, promising a world where desires are fulfilled and dreams come to life. But let me tell you, it is a veil that masks the abyss. You step into the realm of success, intoxicated by the sweet nectar of achievement, only to find yourself ensnared in a web of deceit that you spun with your own hands. The crown you wear is forged from the very lies that lifted you to your peak, and with each fleeting moment of triumph, the emptiness within grows deeper. The false promises of happiness wrap around you like a serpent, constricting the very breath from your lungs. You stand on the precipice of your desires, overlooking a landscape littered with the shattered dreams of those who dared to believe in you. They cheered for you, their voices mingling with your ambitions, but now their echoes are drowned by the cacophony of your own relentless pursuit. You thought power would bring joy, yet it only deepens the chasm of isolation. In the end, what is success when the laughter of loved ones has been silenced? Deceitful dreams cloud your judgment, wrapping your mind in a fog so thick that reality becomes a mere shadow. You chase the glittering facade of success, convinced that once you grasp it, everything will fall into place. But as you claw your way up, you realize that the higher you ascend, the more the ground beneath you crumbles. Each step forward is a betrayal of the values you once held dear, and the very essence of who you are begins to erode. You become a puppet of your own ambition, dancing to the haunting tune of greed and self-interest, while the strings of morality fray and snap. In the fleeting moments of glory, the highs are intoxicating. You stand atop your empire, basking in the adoration of the masses, feeling invincible. But beware, for every ascent is followed by a plunge. The thrill of power is but a temporary high, a drug that numbs the pain of reality, only to leave you craving more. With every fleeting victory, the inevitable low looms on the horizon, a dark cloud that threatens to engulf you. You grasp at the remnants of your joy, but they slip through your fingers like sand, leaving you with the bitter taste of disillusionment. You see, my story is not one of triumph, it's a cautionary tale of ambition's cruel grip. I have tasted the sweetness of power, and it has left a rancid aftertaste that no amount of success can wash away. The illusions that once guided my path have transformed into chains, binding me to a legacy marred by betrayal. Each promise of happiness has faded, leaving behind only a hollow echo that reverberates through the corridors of my mind. As I stand here, I am haunted by the ghosts of my ambition. They linger in the shadows, whispering tales of what could have been, reminding me of the toll that power takes. The faces of those I've wronged flashed before my eyes, their expressions a mirror reflecting the darkness I have embraced. The pursuit of greatness has become a relentless cycle, feeding off the very essence of my humanity. In the pursuit of power, I have lost the one thing that mattered most, the ability to feel. This journey through the illusion of power is a reckoning, a confrontation with the truth that lurks beneath the surface. It forces me to question the very foundation upon which I built my empire. What have I gained? What have I lost? The answers are etched in the scars on my soul, a testament to the cost of ambition. I stand alone, a ruler of ashes, as the weight of my choices bears down upon me like a shroud, reminding me that true fulfillment cannot be built on the suffering of others. So, let this be a warning to you, my friend. The allure of power is a seductive trap, and the darkness that comes with it is a heavy burden to bear. The ghosts of your choices will not rest easily, and time, that fickle judge, will unveil the truth of your journey. In the end, you may find that what you sought in the shadows was never worth the price of your light. The irony of success, a glittering crown worn by a solitary king, ruling over a kingdom built on the bones of broken dreams. As ambition takes root, it blossoms into a twisted vine that wraps around the heart, squeezing tighter with every act of betrayal. In this relentless pursuit, one quickly learns that the throne is a cold, unyielding seat, devoid of warmth and companionship. The air, once rich with laughter and camaraderie, now hangs heavy with silence, punctuated only by the occasional whisper of regret. Isolation creeps in like a thief in the night, stealing away the very essence of human connection. Those who once stood beside you, sharing dreams and aspirations, become mere shadows in the rearview mirror. You look back, and all you see are ghostly figures, their faces etched with disappointment and hurt, a reflection of your own choices. The deeper you plunge into ambition, the more you realize that the climb to the summit is paved with sacrifices that haunt your every step. You think you stand tall, a titan among mere mortals, yet the walls of your fortress grow thicker, isolating you from the world outside. Each victory comes at a price, and soon you find yourself surrounded by a vast emptiness, a chasm that echoes the laughter of those you've left behind. The trust you once shared with friends has eroded, crumbled under the weight of ambition's relentless demand. You trade sincerity for strategy, affection for advantage, and find yourself ensnared in a web of your own making, one that leaves you ensconced in solitude. The psychological toll is profound, gnawing at your mind like a relentless parasite. You wake in the dead of night, the shadows creeping in, whispering secrets of your former self. The darkness wraps around you like a shroud, a suffocating reminder of what you've forsaken. Every fleeting moment of triumph is overshadowed by the looming specter of loneliness, and as the clock ticks away, you realize that the very pursuit of greatness has become your greatest prison. What was once a vibrant tapestry of relationships now lies in tatters, each thread representing a bond severed by the ferocity of ambition. You look around and see faces once filled with admiration, now twisted in betrayal. They once believed in you, cheered for you, but now they are mere echoes, reverberating against the cold walls of your isolation. You traded their trust for fleeting moments of glory, and in doing so, you lost something far more precious than any accolade. The weight of your choices settles heavily upon your shoulders, a burden that grows with each passing day. You may wear the mask of success, but beneath it lies a soul adrift in darkness, grappling with the consequences of a relentless pursuit. The isolation is deafening, it screams louder than the applause of the crowd that crowned you their king. You are a ruler of ashes, presiding over a kingdom devoid of life, where the only subjects are the shadows of those you once loved. So here you stand, a monument to ambition's cost. Each breath feels heavy, laden with the memories of those who once filled your life with joy. The loneliness is not just a companion, it is a reflection of your own soul's decay. You sought power, and in return, you were gifted with an empty throne, echoing with the silence of your own making. The darkness that surrounds you is both a prison and a source of strength. In this solitude, you confront the truth of your existence. It is a painful revelation, but one that beckons you to rise from the ashes of your own making. The ghosts of your past choices linger, urging you to awaken from this slumber of self-inflicted isolation. The journey ahead may be fraught with peril, but it is a path illuminated by the stark reality of your ambitions and their consequences. For in this darkness, there lies a flicker of hope, a chance to reclaim what was lost, to rebuild from the ruins of ambition's cruel grip. The time has come to confront the shadows, to transform isolation into a crucible for growth. Only then can you begin to understand that true strength is not found in the accolades of success, but in the courage to face the haunting silence of your own heart. Regret. It creeps in like a fog, swallowing the remnants of joy and leaving a chilling emptiness in its wake. As the dust settles on the battlefield of ambition, one can't help but wonder, what was the price of this relentless pursuit? What treasures were buried beneath the rubble of broken promises and shattered connections? Each choice, a nail in the coffin of relationships once vibrant, now left to wither in the harsh light of reality. Reflecting on the choices made, the weight of what was gained against what was lost is a familiar torment. The accolades, the trophies, they gleam like shards of glass, reflecting not glory, but the pain of those who once stood beside you, now cast aside. They are the ghosts that haunt the corridors of your mind, their faces twisting in anguish, their voices echoing the words you wish to hear, the words of loyalty and trust. Instead, silence reigns supreme, a cruel reminder of the bridges burned in the name of ambition. Haunting memories lurk in the shadows, whispering tales of laughter shared, dreams woven together under the starlit sky of youthful innocence. But ambition is a voracious beast, one that feasts on such tender moments, leaving behind a trail of bitterness and regret. You can almost taste it, that acrid flavor of lost connections, as you navigate the barren landscape of your choices. Each decision a step deeper into a labyrinth, where the exit is obscured by the very walls you erected to shield yourself from vulnerability. The inescapable nature of consequences wraps around you, tightening like a noose. Regret is a relentless companion, one that lingers long after the applause fades away. It watches as you parley with your reflection, a constant reminder of the friendships sacrificed on the altar of success. You thought you could outrun it, thought you could dance with shadows and emerge unscathed. Yet here you stand, a solitary figure ensnared by the very ambitions that once ignited your spirit. As the clock ticks ever forward, time becomes both judge and jury, unveiling the truth of your journey. It strips away the glittering facade, revealing the raw, exposed flesh of your choices. You look back and see a tapestry unraveled, threads of connection frayed and worn, each one a testament to the lives you touched, or perhaps, the lives you discarded. The haunting justice of time reveals the cost of ambition, a ledger balanced not by success, but by the sorrow of those left behind. And so, in this swirling abyss of regret, you find a strange sort of clarity. The darkness that once felt oppressive now provides a stark contrast to the vibrant memories of what could have been. It is here, amidst the wreckage, that you begin to understand the strength that can emerge from the ashes of your own making. The ghosts of ambition may taunt you, but they also serve as a reminder, a call to rise from the depths of despair and reclaim that which was lost. In the silence, in the echo of your own heartbeat, you discover a flicker of resolve. The journey ahead is fraught with challenges, yet it is a path paved with the lessons learned from regret. Each step forward is a chance to rewrite the narrative, to transform this haunting tale into something more profound. For in acknowledging the cost of ambition, you begin to grasp the true essence of strength, not the power to dominate, but the courage to confront the shadows of your past and forge a new destiny. And as you stand on this precipice of realization, you understand that regret is not merely a weight to bear, but a catalyst for growth. It is the fire that can forge a new beginning, a chance to rebuild from the ruins left behind. The echoes of those you've lost may never fade, but they can serve as a guiding light, illuminating the path toward redemption. So, embrace the darkness, for it is in this very abyss that true strength is born, an unwavering resolve to face the haunting specters of your choices and emerge, not unscathed, but transformed. The descent into darkness. It is not a fall as one might think, but rather a slow, deliberate plunge into a chasm where light flickers like a dying star, a mere remnant of what was once vibrant and alive. Here, in this abyss, the self unravels like an old tapestry, threads of identity pulled apart by the very hands that wove them together. It is a dance with chaos, a seductive waltz that leads to the core of one's being, where the whispers of ambition morph into the roar of regret. In the shadows, the ghosts of ambition gather, their eyes glinting with the ferocity of untold stories. They are the remnants of choices made in haste, decisions cloaked in the alluring disguise of success. Yet, as their voices rise, they do not sing of triumph, they chant a dirge, a mournful melody that echoes the loss of self amidst the relentless pursuit of power. Each note pierces the veil of silence, revealing the haunting reminders of what was sacrificed on this treacherous altar. The laughter of allies turned into the bitter cries of betrayal, a symphony of sorrow that reverberates through the empty halls of ambition. But within this darkness, a strange strength begins to emerge. It is a strength forged not from the accolades of the world, but from the raw, naked truth of one's existence. In the solitude of this void, where the shadows loom larger than life, there lies a powerful realization: the very weight of regret can become a catalyst for rebirth. For in acknowledging the darkness, one recognizes the power it holds, a power not to dominate, but to transform. As the chaos swirls, it becomes a crucible, a fiery pit where the remnants of the self are melted down and reshaped. It is here that one learns to wield regret like a weapon, not as a burden, but as a reminder of the cost of ambition. The ghosts may taunt, but they also teach. They illuminate the path through the shadows, guiding the weary traveler toward a new dawn. In this twisted labyrinth of choices, where every corner hides a specter of the past, the truth emerges. Strength is not the absence of fear, but the courage to confront it. Time, that relentless harbinger of truth, becomes both ally and adversary. It reveals the illusions that once clouded judgment, stripping away the glamour of past triumphs to expose the raw scars beneath. With each tick of the clock, the facade crumbles, and in its place, the stark reality of choices made stands bare. It is a justice that unfolds with merciless precision, laying bare the consequences of ambition's cruel embrace. The haunting echoes of those left behind serve as a constant reminder, a reminder that the pursuit of power often comes at an unfathomable cost. Yet, within this reckoning lies the potential for redemption. The darkness, once seen as a foe, transforms into a sanctuary of reflection and growth. It is an invitation to delve deeper into the complexities of existence, to embrace the shadows and glean wisdom from their depths. The struggle between strength and regret becomes a dance, a delicate balancing act where one learns to navigate the tightrope of ambition with newfound awareness. And so, as the descent continues, a flicker of light breaks through the gloom. It is not the blinding brilliance of success, but a gentle glow of understanding, a realization that true fulfillment cannot be built on the suffering of others. As the whispers of the past intertwine with the resolve of the present, the journey takes on a new meaning. The darkness, once a shroud, now becomes a canvas, where the strokes of regret paint a picture of hope and resilience. In this profound silence, amidst the chaos, one discovers the strength to rise. The descent into darkness is not an end, but a beginning, a chance to reclaim what was lost, to weave a new narrative from the strands of despair. So, let the ghosts linger, let the echoes of ambition speak, for it is in this symphony of shadows that true power lies, waiting to be harnessed, waiting to be transformed into something beautiful. In the aftermath of ambition's cruel embrace, we find ourselves standing at the precipice, gazing into the abyss of our choices. It is a haunting sight, one that reveals the jagged edges of our own making. Here, where regret festers like an open wound, the echoes of past decisions linger, taunting us with the weight of their consequences. The path of ambition, once gilded with promises, now lies cloaked in shadows, and the ghosts of those we forsaken whisper tales of betrayal, of trust shattered like fragile glass. To confront one's choices is to unearth the buried truth, to strip away the facade we've so carefully crafted. It is not an easy task, for the reality is often far more grotesque than the illusions we embraced. Each step forward is a reminder that success cannot be built on the suffering of others. It is a castle of sand, destined to crumble under the relentless tide of time. The thrill of power may have tasted sweet, but its aftertaste is bitter, a constant reminder that the higher we climb, the further we fall. Yet, in this darkened realm, a challenge arises. It calls to the heart, urging one to stand firm amidst the chaos. This is the moment of reckoning, a chance to grasp the reins of our destiny and confront the demons that reside within. The darkness is not merely a void, it is a crucible that can forge resilience from regret, turning pain into a powerful ally. The shadows may stretch long, but they also hold the potential for clarity. It is here, in the depths of our solitude, that we can reclaim the narrative of our lives. Time, that relentless specter, becomes our greatest adversary and our most faithful ally. It unfolds the truth, layer by layer, revealing the cost of ambition in stark relief. The laughter that once filled the halls now echoes with silence, a chilling reminder of the connections lost in the pursuit of empty dreams. Yet, this very passage of time is what unveils the justice we so desperately seek. It does not forgive nor forget, it simply lays bare the reality of our choices, forcing us to face the consequences we've tried so hard to evade. As the clock ticks on, the weight of our past begins to shift. The isolation that accompanied success transforms into a mirror reflecting the lives we've touched, for better or worse. The haunting memories of those we've cast aside serve not as chains, but as anchors, grounding us in the present. They remind us that true fulfillment cannot be measured in accolades or wealth, but in the bonds we forge and the kindness we extend. In the depths of this introspection, a powerful truth emerges. Strength is not defined by the absence of regret, but by the courage to embrace it. It is in acknowledging our flaws that we find the power to change, to rise anew from the ashes of our past mistakes. The journey through darkness is a path of growth, a chance to weave new threads of connection and understanding into the fabric of our lives. So, I challenge you, dear traveler of this twisted road, look within and confront the choices that have shaped your destiny. Do not shy away from the shadows, embrace them, for they hold the lessons you need to forge ahead. Understand that the haunting justice of time will reveal the truth of your journey, and in that revelation lies the potential for redemption. As you stand at the crossroads of your existence, remember that true power is not about domination, it is about compassion. It is about rising from the depths of despair, not as a tyrant, but as a beacon of hope. The ghosts of ambition may linger, but they need not dictate your future. Instead, let them guide you toward a path of understanding, where the scars of the past become the blueprint for a brighter tomorrow. Embrace the shadows, for they hold the lessons that will shape your destiny. If you believe that true strength rises from the ashes of regret, share this message. Comment below on how you've confronted your past and emerged stronger. Subscribe for more raw and unfiltered reflections that challenge the very fabric of ambition and self-discovery. Remember, the path through darkness is not for the faint-hearted, it is for those who dare to claim their truth. Choose to rise, not as a tyrant, but as a force to be reckoned with.